Hello everyone, my name is Anfisa Obidina, and today my group will present a project regarding FBI crimes and statistics of it. Our project will focus on finding data about FBI crimes. We plan to use this data from the Federal Bureau of Investigation Crime Data Explorer. This website intends to provide transparency, create easier access, and expand awareness of criminal law enforcement data. The methods we will use in our project will be a map with the different locations where the crimes are most common, a graph that shows the rate of violent crime offenses by population in the United States in the last 10 years, and some tables that will compare the types of crime by age, race, and category. Some questions we will answer will be how crime has been extended in the last years, what regions have contained the highest level of crime, what types of crimes are most frequent. Using our knowledge from materials we learned in class, we are going to analyze this data based on the population, the proportions, the percentages, the mean, and the median. Finally, we intend to see the effects of these crimes can have upon all classes of citizens across the nation. And with this data, what type of crimes we should be more informed about to better protect ourselves, and what kinds of crimes law enforcement should be more focused on targeting. We would like to start this analysis by talking about how the crimes behave geographically. In this map that you can see on the slide, we can see for the total of 50 states, there are 19 that fully transitioned to National Incident-Based Reporting System, and 31 that are not transitioned. This means that only as low as 38% of our country has reported incidents, while 62% does not. In the following we found that the state with more criminal activities is Texas, with a total of 1,006 incidents reported to agencies. Fortunately, in 2021, the FBI received reports from only 2 of 757 law enforcement agencies in Florida. Another useful source we found was a crime rate and statistics website, where we can find the exact number of crimes for the state. In Texas, 131,084 crimes are committed annually. However, in Florida, the total number of crimes reported annually was as low as 83,368. The next data we're going to analyze is how the crimes have been extended in the last 10 years. From 2011 to 2021, the rate of violent crimes at the rate of 100,000 per people has been increasing and decreasing. As is seen on the graph presented in the slides, the rate of all violent crimes in the United States was steady from the year 2011 to 2012 at the mark of 387 per 100,000 people. Then a sudden drop from 387 per 100,000 people in 2012 to 361 in 2014 is observed. Afterward, an upward trend to the mark of 397.5 in the year 2016 is present. Finally, after a slight fluctuation, the rate of all violent crimes reaches its highest point in 2020 at 398.5. After analyzing this dataset, we can conclude that the mean of this observation is 387 crimes and the median is 392.5.
Hello, my name is Giselle Velasquez and I'm going to continue this presentation. So the FBI collects this data through the Uniform Crime Reporting UCR program. This program is processing the migration of its data published from a static web www.fbi.gov to a more dynamic multi-year display of data on the Crime Data Explorer CDE. Violent crime includes the offenses of murder and negligent homicide, rape, revised division, robbery, and aggravated assault. Property crime includes the offenses of burglary, larceny, theft, and motor vehicle theft. The next set of data we would like to further expand on this topic is regarding the victim versus offender demographic. The left pie chart indicates the sex of the offenders and the right one the sex of the victims. It is obvious from these pie charts that offenders are predominantly males. However, the victim sex is split almost equally between males and females. Next, we are going to talk about the different categories. Starting with the age category, we realize that the offenders are mostly people from 20 to 29 years old, approximately 28%. Unfortunately, the victim's age is between this range too. Surprisingly, there are a lot of people from 10 to 19 who are offenders, specifically 14%, even more than people from 40 to 49 years old, who represent 11%. The most unexpected thing we found was that people from 0 to 9 years old have 0.25% of offenders. The only good news is that people from 90 to older are the least crime victims with 0.08%. Moving further, I would like to provide statistics on the offender victims' race. In this table, we can observe that with a slight difference of 1%, Black or African American is the leading offender race that accounts for 44% of offenders. A shockingly small 1% of offenders are Asian. Talking about the victims' race, Asian also account for the smallest amount at 2%. The majority of victims are white at 55%. Another important aspect we need to mention in this project is what are the most common crimes. In the following table, we can observe that, as we can see, the destruction, damage, and vandalism of property is the most common crime with 26%. The final table we would like to analyze is the type of weapon used in these crimes. This table shows that the most common weapons used are personal ones, with a total of 178,965 over 130,000, which represent a 25.75%.
My name is Christopher Cruz, and I will be providing a summary of the entire analysis as well as concluding our project on FBI crimes. After this entire analysis, we need to know what effects these crimes can have on society. Antisocial behaviors can affect the perceptions of safety and impact negatively the local environment, leading to fear and, of course, the limit of social functioning and community cohesion. Also, crime can influence people's feelings of anger, isolation, low self-esteem, helplessness, and depression. In conclusion to our project, we performed a thorough statistical analysis of the FBI crime data by using visual aids like maps, charts, and graphs. We evaluated and compared the types of crimes and categorized them by race and age. Unfortunately, There is generally an upward trend in the rate of violent crimes in the country. Our project is extremely important as people need to be faced with the reality and take the necessary measures and precautions in crime prevention as the well-being of society directly depends on it.